predator.
I want that organism alive.
I think you ticked it off.
The Blob. Terror has no shape.
The Blob was directed by Chuck Russell and was released in 1988. It is a remake of a film from 1958. The film tells the story of an alien life form that crash lands near a small town, and this thing, in the form of a blob, starts consuming everyone in its path, everyone and everything. And then when panic rises, a group of shady government scientists try to contain the thing. Okay, The Blob. This movie is fucking awesome. This is one of the best 80s horror films in my opinion. This movie is a fucking blast. It is fast-paced, it is gory, it is exciting, and it has some very likable characters to follow. I love the movie setting too. It almost entirely takes place at night. And, the lighting is great. The practical effects in this movie, wow. When it comes to the Blob looks fucking awesome. The fucking gore is great. There's a lot of great deaths in this movie. Some really good ones, especially one involving a person getting sucked into a sink. That shit was awesome. And even kids bite the dust in this movie. Holy shit. One of the goriest deaths in the movie involves a kid getting consumed by the Blob, and goddamn is it gnarly. It looks fucking awesome. The effects in this movie are absolutely fantastic. They put their all into this shit. It was great. This movie is very fast-paced. There's not a single dull moment in the Blob. This movie is never boring. This movie keeps on moving. It keeps moving, and it is great. And also, the movie does not waste any time getting into the Blob action. It happens right away. It is awesome. And the movie also has a lot of tension. Whenever the Blob shows up or is nearby, this movie cranks up the tension to 11. And also, this movie has some good action sequences too. Yes, there's action scenes in this movie, especially the final act where the movie just devolves into absolute fucking mayhem. And it is great. You get explosions, you get destruction, you get your carnage, all that shit. It is great. And the characters that you follow are all very likable and compelling. You care about all of them. It is fantastic. This movie really does a great job at pulling you in every step of the way. Chuck Russell's direction in this movie all around is absolutely fantastic. He really put full effort into this film. What was the last movie he directed before this? Oh yeah, of course, he directed A Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3, one of the best Nightmare on Elm Street films. Makes perfect sense. That movie is a blast, so is this movie. He really knew how to make some damn fun movies back in the 80s. He also directed The Mask later on, so yeah, pretty awesome. It's too bad he also directed Bless the Child. Oh, fuck that movie. But anyways, The Blob, great film. I highly recommend it. The only issue with The Blob, in my opinion, is that the story is a bit light. There's not a whole lot going on besides the Blob, but really that's just kind of a nitpick. The Blob shit is so much fun that you could pretty much just set that one issue aside. The Blob is a violent, gory, fast-paced, action-packed 80s horror film that I think all people should watch. It is better than the original, and the original is a pretty decent film too. But yeah, the 1988 version, highly recommend it. It is a wonderful time. You'll absolutely love it if you're just in the mood for some nice, mindless carnage and 80s horror movie fun. I am going to give The Blob 1988 an A.